Hello everyone, I'm Chester44 and welcome to this Let's Play of Avadon. Last episode, we basically looked through the southern half of the Fortress of Avadon that we could, spoke with the two companions we'd spoken with before, and learned that we won't really be able to find out anything from any of the people around here until we talk to Redbeard. So, instead of having to go through the north part, finding we can't do anything, and then having to go back and talk to everyone again, let's go up and talk with Redbeard right now. I swear, the more I say that name, the more it sounds like a bloody pirate. Okay, you can look around up here too. This is the first floor of Redbeard's tower, where the Keeper of Avedon meets with the hands, eyes, and hearts, as well as the assorted diplomats, supplicants, and courtiers who come to ask for help or mercy. It is far quieter up here than downstairs. Nobody wants to be the loudmouth who irritates Redbeard. That can be very dangerous. You can see his hall to the east. Several people wait patiently outside his chambers, hoping that he will decide to spend a few minutes hearing petitions. He usually doesn't, especially in these chaotic times, but they wait anyway. For day after day. To Ceremonial Hall. That'll probably be important at some other time. We'll look around down here, I guess. Redbeard's tower, unsurprisingly, has a number of guards. They are different from the warriors downstairs. They are far larger, far stronger, and far dumber. Redbeard chooses as his personal guard those who could entertain no thoughts of ambition. Their eyes follow you as you pass. They are ready to crush you at the slightest sign of treachery. Enlightened conversation is completely out of the question. Upper library. You know what? Let's go speak with him right now. And I suppose the people out here. You are surprised to find a wretch sitting here in Avedon. He sits in a shadowy corridor of Redbeard's glorious hall and gnaws on a bone. His robes are torn and stained, and his chin and jowls are covered with sauce. He gives you a wave when you approach, though he doesn't rise.
I, Lord Svarl, envoy of High Lord Deathskull, greet you, and I...
He loses track of his speech, shrugs, and returns to his gnawing. What's a wretch doing in Avedon?
Eating. Your food, very good, and I get all I want. We wretches are not all stupid. Most, not all. Some in rich lands wise enough to use Avedon. Good, strong ally you are.
How did you get here?
We ride, me and my guards. All are allowed to travel on the main roads. It's the law of the pact. Then all can come to Avedon.
And you are an example of a smart wretch?
Yes, look at this.
He waves a bone at you.
Could be in wretch lands, hunting rats, fighting other tribe. Instead, I, Lord Svarl, am here, safe and with meat. Not all wretches as smart as me. They fight pact, not smart.
And you are a lord?
Yes, I, Lord Deathskull, says so. Lord among wretches, Svarl is.
Lovely. Lord Svarl continues to messily gnaw his way through an unending dinner. Occasionally, he breaks through a bone to a nice pocket of marrow and makes some happy slurping noises. The disgusted looks of Redbeard's supplicants are lost upon him. He looks up at you, considers saying something, and then returns to his chomping. You're an envoy here?
Yes, all smart people send envoys to Avedon. Must be friends with Avedon. Then Avedon hurts others and not you. High Lord Deathskull is strong and wise, so he sends me.
Tell me about High Lord Deathskull.
Is mightiest leader of mightiest tribe, and talking to Avedon will make him mightier still. Only Avedon and the pact stronger than him.
I'm sure. What do you want from Avedon? The wretch gets a cagey look.
We have plans, messages, and offers. To get to those who can make decisions. The Hearts and Redbeard. We have plans.
But you want nothing from me?
We do. You are hands who help us. We will pay them. We know hands do great things for right price.
Lovely. Are you here to get help?
We are. We try to get message to Redbeard. None take it. They look down on us. They don't let me in, but you.
He presses a folded-up piece of paper, wrinkled and stained with wine, into your hand. Then he points down the hall to the east.
Give letter to Redbeard. I pay you. Redbeard is helped. Things better for all.
What is in that letter?
Offer, good offer, not a waste of time. You take.
Lovely. There is a young woman, probably not even 18, sitting on the bench and chewing on a roll. She looks completely out of place in the grandeur of Avadon. Her dress is rough, humble, and torn, and her feet are bare. When you get close, she immediately leaps to her feet and bows to you. I humbly greet you, warrior of Avedon. I am Lorella of Dorlstead, in Cameria. I have come to ask mighty Avedon for your help. Greetings to you. I thank you for your attention. I have come far to ask for help for my tribe in Cameria. Have you been assigned to aid us? I know nothing of that. Then I am sorry for taking your time. Excuse me. Well, perhaps I can help you? I am sorry, but I was told that only the Hearts they are called? Only they can order help for us. Have you been sent from them? You say that you haven't. Then I am sorry for taking your time. Excuse me. She returns to her meal. Okay, then. Oh. You step into Redbeard's audience chamber, the place where the Keeper of Avedon greets outsiders. And for the first time you lay eyes on the master of the Black Fortress, the man who has kept Linnaeus trembling in fear since decades before you were born. He sets down a goblet, casually wipes his mouth with his sleeve, grins, and waves you forward.
A new hand, and a good time for it too. Step in here, let me have a look at you. I've lost control.
Oh, look. Achievements will show up. At last you stand before Redbeard, who is alone in his enormous stone hall. He is not what you expected. He is a massive man, over 6 feet tall and broad of shoulder. The hair and beard that are his namesake are, as expected, bushy and fiery red. It looks like he is only a few years older than you, which, considering that he has been the Keeper of Avedon for almost 60 years, is a little odd. But the strangest thing is his mood. Despite the chaos inside and outside his fort, he seems strangely jolly. A genuine grin doesn't seem to leave his face for a moment. He steps forward to clap you on the shoulder.
Welcome, new hand. Welcome to Avadon.
I thank you for your welcome. He nods.
Politeness, good. Manners are a valuable thing to have out in the wilds. A good blade, of course, and knowledge of the righteousness of our cause, but calm and a kind word can do so much, eh? In these chaotic times, I always greet my new recruits. I never send anyone to risk their lives without at least that little honor. And, of course, there is one small bit of business.
What is that? He stands up straight and adopts an air of bemused self-righteousness.
I, Redbeard, Keeper of Avedon and Defender of the Pact, offer you the honor of being a Hand of the Black Fortress. Do you swear to obey our orders and give all for the safety and security of the Pact?
I do so swear.
Good to hear it. I guess now you have no chance of being a spy or assassin. Not if you swore an oath.
He winks at you.
Now I have a question for you.
What is it?
All come here to serve the Pact, though they have very different ways to do it. Some that involve serving me, and some that oppose me. But service is never the only reason, not with so much wealth and power available, eh? So tell me, and I assure you I have heard everything, what do you want here?
Good question. You know what? I'll be honest. The answer would actually be to do good and do right for all around. So I guess the closest answer would be, I only want to serve the Pact.
Of course, the paragon of virtue, a creature of pure, undiluted duty. We get those from time to time. Nevertheless, there will be plenty of temptations. I suggest you decide which one to succumb to first. I suppose, then, that is all. I must return to work.
Where should I go, then?
Back to Miranda, and quickly. She will have much for you to do, and I must do my best to hold back the limitless chaos out there.
He makes a grand wave with his hand. Then one of the Hearts comes in, her arms full of maps and scrolls, and he returns to work. We'll go speak with Miranda shortly. As you approach Redbeard, he looks up at you with annoyance. You remember the letter that the wretch to the west gave you.
What is it? I would love to banter with you all day, but there is very much to do.
Well, I was asked to give this to you. Redbeard impatiently takes the letter. He reads it, then crumples it up and throws it away.
Listen carefully. You are allowed one error in this area, and you have just made it.
Many people will offer you rewards for your aid. I give you some latitude in accepting them. It is a reward for the many risks you take, but you may not sell access to me, and your projects are not allowed to waste my time. Now get away before I lose my temper. He waves you away. Right, message received. Don't do that again. This is probably... Oh, we can actually go back here. This is a small gymnasium. Here, Redbeard can exercise, practice with his blade, and keep himself in the sort of shape he needs to be in to fend off assassins. Being invited to train here with him is probably a great honor. And a dangerous one. Anything we can use? Potion of health, that's something. Not really much else, and that gate is shut. Oh, wait, over here is stuff we can't take. Okay, not gonna bother with that. Can we actually take these things? We cannot. Well, actually a shield. Wooden shield. Grab it, we can give it to one of our companions. Alright, let's report into that wretch lord. Lord Svarl, I delivered your letter.
And answer comes back. No, not happy. Redbeard misses good opportunity. But I am not done. Other ways we can help Avadon. Ways they help us. Oh, and reward. Here is thing. Thing we found on path. Want you to have. Not good for us. Too delicate for hacking.
He gives you a long rapier, still in its sheath. Is there anything else you would pay me to do?
Maybe, but I think you're not ready. Get bigger swords for hitting, then we see.
Okay then. We got Emerald Saber. Oh wow, that is valuable. That is actually very useful. Much better than the broadsword. Plus 10% melee damage, plus 15 to poison and acid resistance, and an attack to a foe and a foe near a target. 15% chance. Well, that's from from one of our trainings, but still, that is very impressive. I like it. Okay, now let's see what we can look at up here. Let's see. I guess they're working... A secret switch. Wall spots. Unfortunately, we can't go through here, and I have no idea what's back there. Oh well. Let's see. What about over here? What have we got? There's an elaborate glowing rune carved on the floor in front of this door. Motes of light rise from the rune and float into the door. This is powerful warding magic. Without some tool to help you pass the rune, this enchantment will make it extremely difficult to open the door. Yep, can't go in. Alright, let's take a look in the library. Ah, look, there's one of the books we can explore. This book is about the Keepers of Avedon. Alright then. The leader of Avedon is its keeper. Chosen by Hanvar's council, he or she serves for life. How long that life actually is can be a matter of some unpredictability. The first keeper of Avedon was Telera, who ascended to its throne when the fortress itself was completed in cycle 6240. She served for 5 tumultuous years, rooting out and destroying many who could not accept the treaty that ended the Black Age. Of course, in this process, she attracted many enemies. One of them finally got poison in her wine in 6245. Avedon was leaderless for 2 years while the council debated whether it was still necessary. In the end, they answered in the affirmative. They selected Haram of the Kava to be keeper. He rooted out the foes of the Pact for 8 years before he started showing an undue interest in the members of Hanvar's council itself. He disappeared in 6257, and no trace of him was never found. So, was found? The next 4 keepers proved unable to master the power of Avedon. Confused and without allies, they fell to ambitious underlings who tended to become keeper and die not long after. Disturbed by all this chaos, in 6265 the council chose Redbeard to be keeper. He seemed at first to be affable and easily controlled. So long as he did all the council required, he would be protected. Redbeard turned out, however, to be far more cunning than expected. Almost 50 years later, he still holds his post. This book is about Redbeard. Ah, finally, we learn a bit more about him. Redbeard is the current Master of Avedon, a post he has held for an unthinkable term of almost 50 years. He was originally selected by Hanvar's council as a compromise candidate, weak and dependent on them, who would preside over the slow decline of Avedon. His servile exterior turned out to be a ruse. Once he was keeper, he proved to be a master at trading favors and accumulating influence and power. Instead of weakening Avedon, he made it stronger than ever. Redbeard was a true believer in its purpose, to be an impartial, lethal foe to anyone who would weaken the pact. As a result, Redbeard is responsible for countless deaths during the years of his term, all caused, or so he would claim, in the name of peace and stability. He has shown an uncanny ability to recognize the limits of his power, only arresting or destroying a powerful figure when he senses that it is safe to do so. Despite his dread purpose, Redguard is a jolly figure, eager to drink, joke, and sing. To some, this pleasant exterior only makes him more terrifying. Nobody knows Redbeard's age, or what strange techniques he uses to extend his life. He doesn't seem to have aged in decades. All wonder who or what will fill the vacuum of power left when he dies. Others wonder if he can, in fact, die at all. Fabron. There's a young man wandering through the library, lost in thought. His hair and clothes are immaculate, done in the latest styles. You guess that he is from Kalimdariel before he even opens his mouth to speak. He turns to you and gives a tight little smile. So, there are still hands in Avadon. I was starting to think that they had all retired. I am Fabron, the envoy from Kalimdariel. There is much you can do for us, and we will give proper consideration, of course. You are an envoy. Of course, all powers in Linnaeus send envoys to Avadon. There are some tasks that can only be done by Redbeard's warriors. Nobles send me requests, and I pass them on, with, of course, massive rewards. It is the only way we can keep even with our enemies. Our help is always expensive. Of course, Avadon provides powerful justice, but expensive. And who are your enemies? Oh, do not be naive. The enemies of Kalimdariel are all that are not Kalimdariel, such as the greedy and vengeful creatures of Hulklandia. Isn't Hulklandia part of the pact? Unfortunately, yes. We are sworn to fight to defend them, when they are not scheming to steal from us, and to keep the territories they stole from us in the Black Age. But this is not the time to discuss such things. Fabron examines you, wondering how best you can be used through the advantage of Kalimdariel. Yes, what else do you wish to know, warrior of Avadon? How long have you been in Avadon? Months, an eternity. I am not to be relieved for a season. You do not care for Avadon. Do not be offended. Avadon is cultured by the standard of Linnaeus. However, it is crude and barbaric compared to what we are used to. Tell me about Kalimdariel's culture. Oh, of course, it is the envy of all the known lands. Our food, our clothes, our bards. Being away from it pains me, for these tiresome discussions are drawing us away from my purpose. And what would you hire me to do? So much to do. Ah, yes. You would have access to the dungeons, wouldn't you? I believe there is someone named Quennel down there. At least he was taken down there, and his body was never returned to his family's keep. We have had word from Avadon that he could be freed, but he has not been. We will pay well if you go down there and find out what happened to him. Why was he put into the dungeon? He waves his hand airily. Oh, I don't know for sure. He was part of some conspiracy that angered Avadon. He was caught and brought here. Based on what they learned, all of the conspirators were killed. Just an unimportant tiny bit of history. He could leave, but he hasn't? So all sources have told us. It is most unusual, and his family very much wants him back. We'll see what we can do. Next, Hart Jarvina. Come back here! Stop moving, please! Come back! Come back! Finally got her. There is one person in this library. Well, technically two. She is an old woman with graying hair and the garb of the Willed Realm. She runs from bookshelf to bookshelf, desperately hunting for scrolls and records. When she sees you, she says, without breaking stride, I am Hart Jarvina. I don't know you, and I don't have time to properly meet you yet. Soon, when these troubles are over. You're a Hart? Yes, one of Redbeard's trusted advisors. Not that anyone has explained these things to you. You are new, and we are busy. What can you tell me about Redbeard? The Keeper? Talk to him yourself. He will want to meet you. He meets all hands before they go out into the wilds. He might even talk to you later. You should visit him from time to time. He might have more work for you. We'll keep it in mind. Hart Jarvina continues to run around the library, searching for records and maps. What are you looking for? Information. There are many things happening, things that must be addressed. I am finding the maps and histories and so on, so that I can suggest where Redbeard should send hands next. What sort of things are happening? Riots, raids, signs of unrest, rumors of... Things have become very upset lately, and the problems in the dungeons have not helped. Do not concern yourself with the why and the how. Just do what the hearts and the keeper tell you to the letter, and you will prosper. You tell Redbeard what to do. I give my advice. That is the task of a heart. I spent many years fighting as a hand and proving my wisdom. That is how I earned this rank. And how can I help you? Please just leave me. I need... Ah, there. She grabs a map off of the shelf. Excuse me, much to do. She runs off. All right then, we'll leave you to it. Not sure how much more there is to explore up here. Looks like that's about it. Keeper's Tower. Oh yeah, we're definitely not going up there anytime soon. Alright, I suppose you can go down and speak with Heart Miranda. Simple enough thing to do. Come on, there we go. Alright, Heart Miranda was down in here. You leveled up. That's interesting. Fine. Another point in strength. I want to get that higher. Wait. Oh, it's 2 points in order to improve something when it hasn't been improved yet? Yes, you spend 2 skill points to train the skill for the first time. Yeah, sure, alright. I suppose 1 point in the path of the shield is fine. May as well. I mean, we're going to need a lot of these things in order to improve stuff, so that's fine. Now then, Heart Miranda. You track down Heart Miranda in her office. Even though the smell of blood and smoke is still in the air, she sits at her desk as if nothing unusual has happened. She looks up at you and brushes her graying hair out of her eyes. So, you have been to see Redbeard, and how did it go? I managed to survive. That is the proper attitude. Respect, care, and the lack of complacency. Redbeard is the most dangerous man in Linnaeus. Now I know that I told you that you would be allowed some time to settle in. I'm afraid that will have to wait. What do you mean? The problems we have had mean that we are desperately short on hands. There's a task that has been waiting to be completed for some time. We do not like to seem tardy or inattentive, so I am going to send you. Of course, you will be supplied first. What has been happening here? She sniffs the air. Ah, that smoke will clear soon. I can see what is still on your mind. We had an incident within the fortress, a rare event that will not be repeated. There has been, at the same time, some turmoil in parts of Linnaeus. What happened inside the fortress? We are still investigating. We suspect that a spell went out of control in the holding cells. The pulse of energy disrupted the other spells that held prisoners and imprisoned specimens in place. It's all under control. Problems elsewhere? There have been a variety of incidents in the Farlands. Riots in the Tawan Empire, raiders from Svorgold, more freaks coming out of the corruption. These things happen. However, it has required us to send out most of our hands. They'll return soon. This all happened at once. Yes, that is part of life in Avadon. Months of inactivity followed by several misses landing in our laps at once. Don't be concerned. Considering the way the games and stories tend to go, this probably actually does mean something for once. Miranda looks up at you from her desk. What else do you need to know? There is much to do and little time to do it. I'd like to know more about Redbeard. Ah, yes, so many rumors, so little knowledge. All new eyes and hands must be told what is true and what is not. Do you have any questions? Does he have 3 wives? Yes, and I am one of them. Callan and Liera are the others. We are not actually married, of course. It is simply our nickname. We have served him for so long, so loyally, that this is the name we have been given. Not kindly, I think. Can he read my mind? No, I don't think so. But he understands the weaknesses of humanity so well that he might as well be able to. Are there many attempts on his life? For a moment you see a flicker of something in her eyes, but it passes instantly. Yes, that is true. Whoever destroys Redbeard takes his place with the unlimited wealth and power that accompany it. But they always fail. You saw in the dungeons what happens then. I did indeed. What do I need to do? First, you need supplies. As a servant of Avedon, you have fantastic resources at your disposal. Before I send you into the field, you can tap into them. Go speak with Smith Duman and get your first scarab. Find Craftsmaster Nicodemus and see what he has made for you. Then return to me. Okay, so that's actually the two areas we went to speak with before. Alright, what the hell, I'll go do it right now. Investigate the area we've been in. I think we have just enough time to do that. Smith Dumont continues to work in the smithy. He divides his time between repairing blades and plate armor and organizing the goods left behind by the quartermaster. Hart Miranda sent me to see you.
Of course she did. I am the quartermaster for now. As if I didn't have enough to do, she probably wants me to give you a scarab too. I only have one left, but you can have it.
You aren't normally the quartermaster?
Me? One of the finest smiths in Linnaeus? Of course not. Then the Regis killed the old quartermaster and everyone has been too distracted to replace him. So Miranda gave me the touch. You'll be trading with me for what you need.
A scarab?
Yes, a scarab.
He removes a piece of jewelry from a pouch. It is indeed a small metal scarab on a thin chain. Its 6 legs end in needle points.
This is Avedon magic, powerful. Only we can use it.
Its legs look, sharp.
Of course. Wear it under your armor. The legs dig in and the magic goes deep within your being. Don't wince, many in the Farlands would kill for the power they bring.
Is it really necessary? Bloody hell. What sort of power do they give?
They can make you stronger or faster. They can give you magical powers. Scarabs will sustain you no matter how far you get from Avadon or how many foes attack you. I should know, I've made many of them.
I'll take the scarab. He hands it to you reverently.
There it is. When you wear it, it grabs on. Nobody can steal it. However, you can only take it off or put it on in the safety of Avadon. Anywhere else, it won't let itself be stolen. And a warning, don't wear too many. You need to be strong to withstand their power that they give, but they also take.
You can currently equip 1 scarab. You can equip 1 more for each 7 levels you gain. You can only equip or remove them when on the main floor of Avedon. Okay. I'd like to know more about you.
You would. I suppose I was friendly of you, though I am too busy for such talk.
He absent-mindedly scratches the back of his right hand where you saw the T brand earlier.
I'm from the Kava. I came here to use my skills to serve the Pact. It's a great honor that Redbeard took me in. There's little else I can say.
Tell me about the Kava.
It's a harsh land, but it is beautiful. And I hear you will be spending some time there. Do not let its roughness distract you. There is such beauty there. My family is there, and I am glad for them.
Tell me about them.
I would rather not. Suffice it to say that they are well, growing, moving on.
I would like to learn more about it.
I believe there is a book on the Kava by the southern portal. It was left there to inform hands and eyes who were assigned to travel there. Proper preparation and all that.
How did you get that T brand? His back stiffens.
I would not discuss it, and were I you, I would learn to be a little more polite when dealing with those in Avadon. Can't afford to make enemies.
Very well. Can I trade with you?
That is what I am forced to do until they bother to find a new quartermaster, which won't happen until things are under control again, which could take weeks. You can sell things to me that you find in the field. In return, I will sell you new quality equipment, even scarabs when I can get them.
Wait, you will buy and sell me things? I'm a hand. Why don't you just give equipment to me?
Oh, how many times hands have given out this speech. To answer your question, it is Redbeard's orders. Avedon has great resources, but great responsibilities as well. We don't have near as much as we should. So Redbeard will make you earn your keep.
Earn my keep how?
When you are on a mission, you may keep what treasure you find. If someone hires you to do something, as long as it does not hurt the Pact or keep you from your duty, you can keep what you earn. You can trade what you find back to me. Would you rather hand everything you find to me and then settle for what I give you back?
I thought not. Alright, let me see what you have for sale.
Alright, I have sorted through everything enough to trade properly. I have arms and weapons, supplies, and scarabs.
Arms and armor. All sorts of various things. Quite a bit. Nothing I'm gonna buy right now. Supplies! Lockpicks would actually be quite useful. I don't know how rare they are. And we're probably gonna end up using a lot, so I suppose I can buy one for now. Scarabs. Spiny Scarab. Spine shield for 4 turns. Teleport to a target space. Hostile effect resistance and mind effect resistance. +1 strength and endurance. That one sounds very useful, but we can't even afford it. I don't need anything else. Hold on. You... I wanted to give something. I can actually just... Okay, fine. I'll give you that shield. We don't even need this shield then. Ah, here's the scarab. True Sight Scarab, plus 5% to hit chance. Ow! Ah, damn it. Alright, and this we can give to you. Alright, and I think we can just sell most of this other stuff. I mean, the chain greaves. Should we sell them? We probably should. Okay, you we can also sell, since we can take you. May as well. I'll sell them. It won't. We might not get it until late. Yeah. Alright. Sell, 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 sell. There we go. That's everything. Alright then. And I think we have just enough time to speak with the other guy. You. Craftsmaster Nicodemus sets his work aside whenever any hand comes to him for help. He does a very good job of concealing his irritation at being kept from his labors. Hart Miranda sent me to get supplies. He nods.
I have received word from her. You are very fortunate. I am skilled in the crafting of magical goods, and Avedon puts the finest resources at my disposal. When you are given a mission, come to me. I'll give you the most useful, freshly crafted magical tool I still have available.
Items you still have available.
As you may know, most of our hands have had to go out on missions, and many of more pyrotechnic items have been taken. Don't worry, I'll make sure that anything I give you will do something.
Are your items as reliable as your wolves?
Oh dear, you have a grudge about that little incident? Then I apologize, and I will continue to apologize anytime something similar happens.
What do you have for me now? He has an assistant fetch you a long baton of polished oak for you.
This is a rod of attraction. I am quite pleased with it. Watch.
The assistant starts to walk away. Nicodemus waves the wand, and an invisible hand seizes the young man and yanks him back to you.
See? Quite marvelous. You are dismissed.
The assistant, now somewhat bruised and sprained, staggers away. Nicodemus hands you the wand. What is it good for?
For bringing things that are farther away closer to you. Like, say, irritating enemy mages. I admit it lacks fire, lightning, or the more flashy magical manifestations, but it is a wand of great utility. Now, how else can I help you?
I'd like to know more about you.
Really? How novel. There's little to tell, though. Not much to say about me beyond my work. I come from Durham, where from a young age I showed great talents, both with magic and with mundane crafts. Word of my excellence reached Redbeard, who brought me here.
Can you tell me more about Durham?
Ah, my beautiful coastal home. I have not been there for so long. I have a book about it here somewhere, if you wish to learn more. The next time the portals are set to take hands there, I must return for a visit.
Redbeard found you when you were young. How old does that make Redbeard?
Redbeard became keeper in the year 6257. He's now 6312, and yet he looks so young. Remarkable, yes? The keeper of Avedon has resources beyond even what is available to me. I am envious.
And you are loyal to the cause of Avadon.
The cause? Oh, fighting for the Pact. Yes, I'm afraid that I don't give those political issues much thought.
Then why did you come here? He looks at you as if you are mad.
Why, the resources!
He waves a hand at his massive workshop.
All this, all mine for my beautiful work. My magical inventions will grant me immortality. For centuries they will speak of the incomparable genius of Craftmaster Nicodemus, while the greater minds die forgotten in the mud because they never had such tools with which to express their genius.
Sure, Nicodemus of the Uncontrolled Wolves. Tell me more about your work.
Yes, my work. Tools for the hands, weapons and trickery to help them escape danger and do the work of Avedon. I receive only the best of supplies, and I also have a wide variety of loyal and talented assistants, culled from all over Linnaeus.
Can you make weapons for me?
I do little else. Of course, steel and fire are not the only weapons. The best weapons are those that help you to fully utilize your own cunning.
Or, reading between the lines, he makes whatever he wants, and you try to find a way to make it help you. And your equipment always works.
Of course! Well, it always does something anyway. Perhaps the results can be a bit unpredictable, but that is a small price to pay to have magical artifacts that have never existed before. Your enemies will always be surprised.
And so you suspect, will you? Tell me about your assistants.
Loyal and intelligent, carefully screened to remove those likely to assassinate me, always ready to help me test new inventions.
You note that all of his assistants try to spend their time in the far end of the workshop out of his sight.
And in my private workshop, I have other, more magically skilled and durable helpers.
Go on.
It is not something I like to boast about. However, if you go into my private workshop, please do not remove their control collars. The results would be troublesome.
Alright then. Well, we will go speak with Miranda in the next episode, because this one's gone on long enough. So yes, next episode we will speak with Miranda about what our quest shall be, and explore through the rest of the Fortress of Avadon. We still have the entire northern area to explore. We need to go into the dungeons to find whatever the hell is happening over there, and I'm curious about what's in the Craftsmaster's private area. But that'll be in the next episode. So, until then, I am Chester44, that is Jason, this has been an Avadon Let's Play, and I shall see you all next time.